Welcome, and thanks for joining us for this edition of Scope. National Fisheries Authority launched its 2021 to 2030 strategic plan at the APEC House in the presence of dignitaries that traveled in from other provinces and within the country. The launch included NFA's new website. NFA Board Chairman Ango Wangatau amplified that development captured in the plan must be about the people.
The prestigious event marked an important interval in the country's 46-year history of independence. Not only was it to witness an important strategic plan, but also the promise of an increasingly lucrative fisheries sector in Papua New Guinea.
Our collective presence this evening reflects our shared vision, value, and interest in the importance of fisheries and marine resources sector, especially its wide-ranging impact it is having on us today and into the future. We can further expand on the gains that we have made today if we all collectively remain resolute and committed to the reforms of transformation change, starting tonight.
Mr. Kasu thanked Prime Minister James Marape and Minister for Fisheries, Dr. Lino Tom, for their continued support to fisheries and the National Fisheries Authority.
For us, this remains that the fisheries and marine resources sector would now be elevated to the highest decision-making process towards nation building for the first time. I believe the sector can be afforded the recognition and the visibility that often goes unnoticed. You can be assured, Prime Minister, under the capable leadership of our Minister, we have set in place the fundamentals to trigger further growth. This will be guided by our 10-year strategic plan.
In preparation to implement the strategic plan, NFA's first 5-year corporate plan reflects the rebranding of NFA in its new staff official wear, its new website launch, and the NFA corporate video. He added that they have completed an official realignment of their organizational structure to better position themselves in realizing the fisheries strategic plan through the rollout of the NFA corporate plan. Chairman Ango Wangatau said that development must be about people.
The founding fathers recognized that we had abundant natural capital that can be converted into economic wealth, and they warned that the process should not be done through careless, irresponsible actions, but through responsible and sustainable means.
Chairman Wangatau stated that these founding principles of development are still very relevant today as they were 46 years ago. Unfortunately, in the country's short history, he said people have deserted the noble principles and have followed a roadmap that is inconsistent with our Melanesian beliefs of inclusivity and sustainability.
The result has been an export of raw materials and denying ourselves maximum export earnings on the value of our exports.
Wangatau stressed that this was clearly not the development roadmap that our founding fathers envisioned for its people.
The National Fisheries Strategic Plan is a response to this search for a more appropriate development roadmap going forward. Our short history shows that the sector and its institution had undergone changes that saw the transition of the lead state agency, the Department of Fisheries and Marine Resources, into what is now known as the National Fisheries Authority.
He said the plan intends to work towards realizing the full potential of the sector to deliver our government's goal of growing the economy. Fisheries Minister Dr. Lino Tom said that the plan is an important milestone in the fisheries sector and was happy to present to the government and the people of Papua New Guinea the first ever PNG fisheries strategic plan for 2021 to 2030.
It is a long-term plan that sets the overarching roadmap for the transformation of this sector over the next 10 years. I am indeed grateful to our Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape, for entrusting me this great privilege some 2 years ago to provide ministerial oversight over this very dynamic an extremely important economic sector. It has huge potential, and if harnessed properly, can bring in billions of kina of much needed revenue into our economy annually and help transform the lives of our people. Prime Minister, we have devised a radical policy paradigm shift in the fisheries and marine resource sector in response to your vision of taking back PNG and making PNG a rich Christian nation.
The radical policy shift is necessary as it envisions translating PNG from just a coastal state that simply earns its revenue through the collection of rents and licensing fees to a fishing state with a well-integrated commercial industry that would maximize the benefits from the harvests of its marine and aquatic resources. He thanked the board and its dedicated team and relevant consultants from government agencies who worked tirelessly to come up with the sector's policy response to the overall government's vision of taking back PNG and making this country not only rich but great.
This is not only very good, but a very feasible strategic plan that will make PNG compete at the world stage in terms of the fishing industry, whilst yet maintaining very high standards of sustainable practices, ensuring we preserve our ecosystems in a healthy state for our future generations.
Dr. Tom said this nation has a landmass of over 460,000 square kilometers and 2.7 million square kilometers of EEZ that borders 4 other nations. It has 37% of the Western Central Pacific's tuna, and that equates to about $4 billion US based on the hex vessel price of tuna. But unfortunately, we earn around less than $400 million each year on average from the rent collected from a fishing day scheme called a vessel day scheme that is for tuna only.
So are we maximizing benefits from the harvest of our resources? The simple answer is no. We own the resources. We have one of the best preserved marine ecosystems in the world, as shown by the attainment of the Marine Stewardship Council certification. But yet, we have been relegated to being simple rent seekers by virtue of the mandate bestowed on us by the NFA Act and other unfriendly government legislations and policies. Basically, our hands and legs have been cuffed off by government policy and legislations. This plan now seeks to unlock these restraining cuffs and allow NFA to go into the commercial space apart from its regulatory protection and conservation role.
Prime Minister James Marape thanked Dr. Lino for his hard work and perseverance and for embracing the government's clear directions on making sure much is gained from our natural resources and not only oil and gas, and also assuring the people of Papua New Guinea that the 10-year fisheries strategic plan will make PNG the tuna capital of the world. The event took on a beautifully choreographed play that had cast performing scenes from the Lakatoi with voyagers bringing in the strategic plan booklet to shore, a symbol of the future of our fishing industry, passing it on from one significant point to the next, and finally placed in the hands of our government officials to present to Prime Minister James Marape. Historically, Motuan men would sail westwards during the southeasterly winds locally known as Lahara Winds. The famous iconic sea vessel Lagatoi would go on epic voyages taking these seafaring Motuans who journeyed to the Gulf province for the Hiri trade, an important part of the Motuan culture.
Politicians come and go, but the public service machinery, you live on. May you rise in the focus to fight to take back more for your resources and pass it on to your children.
When we come back, Governor General issues Queen's Medals to outstanding public servants of Madang. Governor General Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai spent the 46th Independence Anniversary celebrations in Madang on the invitation of Governor Peter Yama. He attended to a number of formalities which included the awarding of more than 300 public servants and others for their services to the province and the country.
Madang Province had the honor of hosting the Governor General Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai at its celebration of the country's 46th independence anniversary. The Vice Regal was invited by the Governor for Madang Pitayama as public servants who have served the province and the country were due to be recognized with various Queen's Awards. During his speech at Liver the Noble, Sir Bob firstly paid tribute to the country's founding father, the late Grand Chief Sir Michael Thomas Sumare, whom the country celebrated its first independence anniversary without his physical presence.
First, me like paying tribute. Pay my mamas, blow me go long, Papa belong country. Grand Chief, late Sir Thomas Sumare. Grand Chief blow you me, and me no one blow man nothing. Where me come up leader long like nothing ting belong em yet. Long look blow me. Grand Chief, late Grand Chief, God Jerry Makim. Name long planty leader blow Papa Nuguni God Jerry been Makim.
The Governor General said the support given to the late founding father by his people of East Sepik to continue his political career is astounding, and for over a long period of time, that support did not waver.
God using people belong Sepik, now I'm come up in this mouse man. Election after election, people continue long, so him respect long and a maki man. It is a very unique kind of trend. You may look at me on politics from Papua New Guinea. Politics blow you me Papua New Guinea. Time you may make him one blood leader. You may like him, must give him some plus something, he come back like you me.
Sir Bob also mentioned one significant action that the country's founding fathers did, and that was the 8-point plan to guide the country's economy. As a result of that plan, we are able to educate our children today.
Papua New Guinea come one time. More than 1,000 tribes. More than 800 took place. All line-blown highlands, so line-blown Nambis na islands. And Bungim Yumi one time. And that is a dream where we achieve him long time, long end. Eventually, on the 16th of September, 1975, Yumi Papua New Guinea come up independent. Yumi stand up long, strong, blow Yumi yet. Long leaders blow this black country. Yumi can make him decision, now set him course. Long country blow me by move awesome one him.
The Governor for Madang also paid tribute to late Sir Michael. He pointed out that the late Grand Chief had worked among some very prominent Madang leaders to attain independence. Governor Yama went on and acknowledged them.
The first anniversary of Lomelo, you may celebrate him. The very place where this la Papa is the nation. He bring himself government. Now bring him independence come to Papua New Guinea. And this place where Madang is learning him. Kaki na maro blow Madang, and me learning him blow Madang. They go on a carry in Papua New Guinea. Fighting Mabla people hand, lo late, Papa blow Mibla. Grand Chief Michael Thomas Samare.
Amongst the activities that the Vice Regal attended to, students who had attended INS Technology in the Philippines were presented with their certificates by Sir Bob. These students had dropped out from formal school and were provided this opportunity to get educated overseas and find a job. Sir Bob commended the initiative, saying education is an agent of development.
Education does all. But if I blow you me long look sawe. Long one him something, God give him you on top long ground. On in the long ground. Nice long solwara. Long make best use. Long display something. Education does all by helping you me. Long tell him what is right and what is wrong.
Governor Yama reiterated on the importance of education, which can address law and order issues in the province. Education gives the young and unfortunate population an opportunity to learn a trade and find employment. He made reference to the tourism industry, where there is a huge potential for the province, but crime and lawlessness continues to hinder its progress or prevent people from visiting and investing.
Because drop out was young boy man Mary, all no hope long life long. Me la give him second chance long, Sally Molly long. Opposition na kiss him one black passport, na kiss him some black feeling. Time one kiss him feeling na come back na look him big black city about na only come back. Mangi drop out long place but look him na he got high feeling na some black passing long, smoke marijuana na passing long bigot by Chinese. That's why me sorry little money but me trying best to Sally Molly long opposition.
The most important of activities that brought the Governor General to Madang was the awarding of Queen's Awards to hardworking public servants actively serving their province and those who are retired. Among them was former Bogia MP John Iki, whose knighthood was carried out by Sir Bob. Sir Bob also announced that the governor for Madang himself would be knighted. His official ceremony is pending the arrival of his medals from Buckingham Palace and will be bestowed this December. These are two highest awards presented under the Diamond Jubilee Awards, includes that of 340 other recipients of the Queen Awards.
Olina Blomibla. Iholim can walk. Passing below like him, Emma Sister Long Center. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of everything. You may parade long Anutu, you may parade long God blow you may. All the something by easy. Because them of him I blow you look somewhere. Long one them something am right, no one them something am wrong.
After Sir John Iki was knighted, the Governor General proceeded to present the Diamond Jubilee Awards to the recipients who came from across the 6 districts of Madang.
Stephen Biko. Jacob Asevi.
Recipients of the Queen's Awards included teachers, former members of parliament, police officers, and others who worked in various levels of government.
After the break, health and fitness couple Darius and Florence Moaina have established East Street Fitness. Not only are they running their health and fitness business, they're also advocating to everyone, both young and old, to eat healthy and get into some fitness routines to prevent lifestyle diseases and live longer. Darius and Florence Moaina, owners of East Street Fitness, are encouraging both young and old people to get into exercise and fitness routines to beat lifestyle diseases. It is no secret that lifestyle diseases are a serious cause for concern, seeing it has led to preventable illnesses and even death. The Moainas, who have established their health and fitness business, are advocating for more Papua New Guineans to choose life by keeping fit and healthy.
Today, keeping healthy and fit is a struggle for thousands of Papua New Guineans and possess a risk to developing lifestyle diseases because we lack knowledge and willpower to keep proper dieting habits. The fast food and high intake of sugar or carbohydrates is causing health problems. This has urged two young fitness entrepreneurs to speak out about the importance of living a healthy lifestyle. Owners of East Street Fitness, Darius and Florence Moaina, are encouraging both young and old people to get into fitness routines to avoid being vulnerable to lifestyle diseases. Florence mentioned that since establishing their fitness business some 5 years ago, knowing and seeing the benefits of fitness and how important it is to staying alive and living longer, it has prompted them to start advocating about healthy living and to provide an avenue for individuals to be at ease in their personal space and get the right type of advice on health and fitness.
In 2018, I actually joined the Miss Pacific Islands pageant, and at that time my dad had a stroke. And I think from that time, it actually really hit me that health and fitness is actually very important. It changed my whole perspective of fitness and also the lifestyle and how we actually carry ourselves with not only just how we live, but also how we eat. And yeah, like from that, how my dad was eating was so different, and it actually like scared me too. Like he's not only changing for himself, but it's also like an eye-opener for us too. So yeah, from that, I think my passion really grew from there, and now it's like really evolved into what it is today.
Partner and co-business owner Darius Moina said the high increase in obesity, heart attacks, high blood pressure, and related lifestyle diseases, not to mention lack of exercise, is evident among both young and older population. Darius said many have become susceptible to these conditions and it's really affecting their lives.
The whole reason why we wanted to start a gym was because initially when me and Florence met, we met in a gym. Fitness was already a passion within our lives already, and we wanted to share the passion with the community. It's a huge thing to us with helping individuals, especially the individuals which don't have access to a gym. We really wanted to come across as a place where individuals can come and work out and share the same experience that we have shared within our lives already. We want to branch from a fitness perspective into a healthy eating perspective as well.
The Moinas say with lack of exercise and unhealthy dieting in mostly young people, those between the ages of 30 and 50 are at high risk of getting high blood pressure, heart attacks and diabetes due to high consumption of sugar. Darius added that their intention of running a fitness center was not so much based on the business aspect, but more so to promoting health and fitness, where people can come and exercise and live a healthy lifestyle. In the long run, they can prolong their life.
First of all, many people are subconscious about the way they look. That's just normal. I hate to say it, but we're all judgmental at times, and it shouldn't be like that. People should look at themselves and accept themselves for who they are. When people come into the gym, they're looking to lose weight usually. And gain muscle if they want to, but like the gym should be a place of no judgment. When you come in here, you should feel like, this is your place to be, your zen area. That's exactly the way me and Flo saw it in the beginning of our fitness journey.
Speaking from the perspective of the average working class woman, Florence said a woman is stressed from work and family and may not feel comfortable nor have the time to attend gym. She said East Street Fitness can help with planning a healthy lifestyle program to achieve a fitness goal that the women can do in her own personal time and space.
I do hear a lot of women like complaining about, they want to lose this to actually like have better arms, or they want to lose that to actually have a flat stomach. They want to also lose all that fat. But also like they don't understand that you have to also do toning for you to actually like have those areas be tightened. I think most women are afraid to even come to the gym because they feel like it's only a male dominated area and they shy away from it. And of course like being mentally confident too is very important. I think it's all in the mind. Like if you do not accept who you are, you'll already feel intimidated and you'll feel shy and you wouldn't even want to actually like go out in public. From there, I think the gym is an avenue for you to actually feel free, feel safe, be you. So that's why we actually created this space so that more women can also come to the gym. Like everyone can come to the gym. So yeah.
Darius highlighted that PNG is blessed with organic food and, as a start, people should change their eating habits by opting for more garden produce, seafood and green fruits and vegetables.
We're in a time where young people are passing away because of things that they can change, like dieting, like inactiveness and stuff like that. It's very important that we do look at ourselves, especially now where we have like a global epidemic and we are being separated from people. We need to find a way where we need to choose healthy eating, be more active, things like that. And going back to your question before, we're looking at a more Western kind of point of view where our dieting it shouldn't be expensive. Our diet, where we are in PNG, should come from the gardens, and we have a lovely garden over here, market over here at Gordon's, and we can use those things. It doesn't have to be fancy. We can keep it to a minimum and we can still lose weight like that, build muscle like that. It is very, 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 very important. I can't stress it. I can't stress it more.
So like we've actually seen and observed like our life, like different people's lifestyles too. Like I think everyone is always on the go. Like we're leading on the fast lane, and it's like we wake up, we go to work, we come back, we sit in a car all the way home. And some of us do work like overtime or late, and whatever is there convenient for us to get our hands on, like food, we'll actually just eat. Or we'll just stop by at like a fast food place and get takeaway, and then go home and just eat because we're tired or stressed out over the day's work.
The Moainas have stressed that people should start taking responsibilities for their own health and fitness to live a better, healthier, and longer life.
That ends another episode of Scope, a kind reminder to apply simple measures to prevent the transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water, cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Thanks for your company. See you in our next episode of Scope.